Guests are reminded that fossils are not boring, just
We were
dusty.
supposed to join Professor Hamish Curlybags now at the Pebbly Frog Sanctuary, but unfortunately, their phone lines are down due to aggressive signal-eating moss. We may not be able to reach him, but we still received a lesson on the power of plant life. Thanks, Professor.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are back in Memento Mile. We are a well-travelled curator about county. It's time you started telling people where to go and what to see. Tours allow you to design a handcrafted guest experience with a curated route through the museum led by an expert. Guests who go on a tour will make a donation that reflects the tour rating. Place a tour stand to begin selecting exhibits and designing a guided tour of the museum. So the tour section is where you can really start making some money. It's all about buzz, it's all about making sure that your guests are happy on the tour, and it's not too long. So we're going to place our first tour stand and we're going to put one in right here as people go through the entrance. So I'll place it here. Let's put it on an angle right there, and then we will start guiding people through. So the first thing they're going to see is the disc. They're going to skip that one. They're going to go to here. We currently have a bad buzz rating for this one, so we need to adjust that a little bit. So they're going to head in and look at the pterodactyl, the flapodactyl. Then they're going to see this. We're at perfect. We're at great cohesion, possibly because we should have more fossils here. But I think we've got a fossil there. So that goes to okay. The length is still perfect, so that's fine. Can we squeeze in the Sharpontops? Yes. Length is still great. And the Bouldadillo. Length is still great. What if I take this out? And this. And this. And this. The cohesion is perfect, but the buzz is bad. So if we can find a way to increase the buzz, maybe by going and looking at the ambered Bee Gecko and the honeyed bee and stuff like that, that drops our cohesion to great and the length is only okay. So it could well be that we take out or we add in a trip to that, but then that drops the buzz down to bad. Well, it stays bad, and then the average quality also drops to epic. So none of that is ideal. I wonder if we just leave this tour as is. Can they go through here? Still only great cohesion. What about here? That's perfect. Buzz is still bad. What about here? Is this... No, that's only great as well. Okay, so I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do then. So what we'll do is we will start off with this tour, and it will go to the feet to begin with. Then they'll loop back round and come to the disc. Then to here. Again, that ruins the length, really. So maybe we just need to take a hit on the cohesion and make sure that we get through all of the fossil-based stuff. I think that's fine. Perfect decoration. The buzz is not good, right? The alternative is we take a risk with that, go through here to there, finish with that, and then that does it. So it's an okay buzz. The cohesion is great. The length is perfect. Now the length drops to great. The buzz is great. Length great. Cohesion great. Decoration perfect. That'll do. Let's confirm that tour. Perfect. So we have our first tour done. They are now going to go off and running. We'll get another tour stand right here. And this tour will take people through the amber stuff, going into the frozen exhibits, looping round, and finishing there. So it's perfect buzz, a great length, perfect decoration, great cohesion, and great length. Good. Then our final tour, which is in here, is going to start in this little location, and it's going to take in the sights and sounds of this jungle area. So let's put that one on an angle like this, and then that one will go off and do all of these things here. It's okay buzz, great length, great cohesion, perfect decor. So that's our 3 tours set up. I don't like where this one is placed in relation to the other one, so we're just going to pick that one up, just move it to there. Does it still have everything on the route? Yes, it does. Great. Now we need to find our speakers, which we unlocked last episode, and we need to put all of the prehistory stuff in here as well. So it automatically starts out as prehistory ambience, so we're going to stick a load of these in, and that will give us a buzz boost to everything, all things prehistory basically. Can we fit this in? Yes. and then another one here. And there's a very slight gap, but there's no exhibits in there, so I can't imagine that's going to cause any major problems. Then we'll keep going around. We'll go with more prehistory based stuff here. I know, in fact, I don't imagine we'll get a prehistory boost that will improve the buzz of the items that are there, like the Sonic claw grab game and stuff, but we are focusing mainly on getting boosts to our exhibits that we can currently see. So all of the prehistory stuff, basically, we need the boost on, and that boosts tours. It boosts all of the prehistory based stuff will get this boost, and we've got a little space there where we can put the stone speaker, and that will fill in the gap there. And we've got a little gap there, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I could really put another prehistory speaker there. Then we just need wall mounted speakers going into this space, and this shouldn't take us long to fill out either. We're kind of overloading it, but we get a boost now to everything. Quite a big one as well. Perfect. Right, so we need to run a tour rating of 2. We need to earn $1,000 from tours. That's not going to take us long at all. And that is really, really good. Right, okay, so let's speed that up. We can also now, what we're going to do is we're going to advertise a marine life expert, because we can then send them off to our new expedition location, which we found last episode, and actually we might unlock something else. We need to reach Enlightenment level 3 in marine life for that. Enlightenment 5 in prehistory for that. We can't get that yet. We can't clear that either because we need an item for it. Can't get that cleared, and we need Wetlandian guests, which involves getting marine life improved as well. So we can't do any of the objectives there, but we can go to the 2.C and we can head to the bone bank once we get a marine life expert in there. So that's why we're advertising for a marine life expert, and that is botany related, so we can't actually do that right now. So as long as we're earning money from these tours, we'll be fine. Do we have staff who are set up for tours? Well, we certainly know that we hired some, so we just need to make sure that we have people ready to go into them. Things are going great. The building is practically bursting with greatness. Wouldn't it be great if you could expand the museum by unlocking plots in the surrounding area? Well, you can. As you increase the museum's rating and establish yourself in the area, new plots of land will become available. Complete their objective to expand your museum. So that takes us over to this place. We have an objective to pin there, a monthly profit of $4,500 over 3 months. Now we know that we are making a lot of money per month, 10,000 to be exact, this month. So that is really good. Our diffuser is still bringing in money. The plot objective, we've hit everything basically, apart from that monthly profit, which we can't do until we get some good, successful tours. So let's have a look at our experts. So Audrey Knowing is a eloquent. So her tour guide ability is improved, so we'll make sure she's on restoration and tours. Karen Titan. Karen Titan is a workhorse. So Karen will not do tours, she will just focus on restoration. Luna Lurker is on restoration only, but she does have a nice smelling face, so maybe we should put her on tours as well. So we'll put her on tours, we'll take her off restoration. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at everyone here. So Audrey should only be on tours and not working on restoration. Karen, only on restoration but not on tours. Luna, on tours. Jane is a lard lass, so we'll put her, because we'll just leave her on restoration. Jane Phantom, done. Mesosaurus Jones is a workhorse and is robust, so Mesosaurus Jones will only be on restoration. Aggie Filament is eloquent, and that means she's good at tours. Antonia Molar, photographic memory, workhorse, she will only go on restoration. Gaston Eoraptor, now I think Gaston, good on tours, yes, I knew there was somebody. Kylie Bullfrog is robust, so again, just on restoration. And Victor, our final one, is only on restoration, and that is exactly how it should be. So I have 4 people who can do tours and 3 tour spots in this museum. So that actually works out pretty good. We do need to unlock a second plot, and I think we've completed the plot objectives for it, so we can now buy that. Now that we've broadened our frontiers and ventured bravely outwards, we ought to head deeper in thought. Guests can only learn as much as the museum can teach them. To increase our knowledge of exhibits, we need to use the analysis room, and this is exactly what I've been waiting for. This can deconstruct exhibits and turn it into raw data, and we gain knowledge every time we do it. And we already have a stash of exhibits ready for the analysis room. Now, we have an issue here again. This happened last episode where these rooms, for some reason, just stopped working. And I really don't know why. It was something to do with hand dryers and posters. It just didn't seem to be doing anything. So we're going to pick up that soap poster. We're just going to see if we can squeeze it back in, but we can't. So we're going to, can we put it on another wall? There we go. And then the hand dryers, for whatever reason, just stopped working as well. Even though, as you can see, that goes in perfectly fine. And then we're going to do the same here because these, well, again, for whatever reason, just decided that they weren't going to work anymore. But moving them somehow made it better. So we're going to move this training certificate again. It can go there. I really don't know why this started happening, because when I placed these rooms, there were no issues whatsoever. So we're going to move these training awards around, see if I can fit them in somewhere else. And there you go. As you can see, it has fixed it. Right, but we do need to fit our analysis room in, and we don't have anywhere to put it. We've also just unlocked a new bust. I think that's the Roderick Cushion bust. Right, what can we do then? We do have a little bit of space here. So my options really, if I edit this building and I add in a path there, and then bring this all the way to the end here, then confirm that, then we can move this room. So we'll pick that up and we'll place it here. Just doesn't fit on that angle. Well, we'll place it there. Now I need to have a look at what my analysis room footprint is. 4x4 will be enough. And that's only 4x3. Okay, right. So we're going to need to do a little bit of moving around of things, unless we can actually expand this further. Let's have a look. Let's just edit the building here. We'll take it all the way up to there. No, because that, yeah, that's gotten rid of some things I didn't want to get rid of. So let's leave that. We'll get rid of this bush because that doesn't really offer anything. And we might just have to lose a chunk off one of our rooms here. Could well be that this training room... Ah, there's an idea. Could we, theoretically, if we get rid of this, sell that picnic bench, sell that bin, edit this building, add on a little nub in there, then we move this training room by picking it up, shifting it to there. I'll just adjust this a little bit, then confirm that. Great. Then we can pick this entire room up. We can move that to there. And then we have space for analysis room. Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So the analysis room will go in. It needs to be a 4x4 space, so it can go to there. We just moved the door of the workshop as well, so let's just cancel that. Pick this door up. So we'll have to get rid of that. We'll have to get rid of that. Then we'll move this over to here. Confirm that. Then we can finally build our analysis room. And I'm going to build this like so. There. Then I can probably save this once it's been completed. So the door goes there. We'll put our deconstructor right here next to the door so that our staff can access it very quickly. Then, of course, we've got these things that improve our analysis power, which we need to use Kudosh to unlock. And I think the small server cabinet and the server cabinet are going to have to wait. But the analysis microscope we can unlock. And we can also unlock the analysis terminal. Then we've got a couple of boxes and crates that we can add in as well, just to boost the decoration area. Right, so let's get our analysis microscope in. There's no point me saving a blueprint for this right now because I don't have all of the items unlocked, and I would rather wait until they're done so that we can actually like really boost this up. Then we'll get another microscope here, like that, and then we can put a county map there, a couple of crates in the corner here, and we'll just rotate them on some angles. Then I can put in another terminal there, another microscope here. So we're at 3 for our decoration right now. Put a final microscope there. We'll slap down another terminal. Might as well stick a bin in there. Another map of the county. Whiteboard. And then a few more old crates dotted around in here. Put a filing cabinet in. Like, you can really very quickly slap down some really good decorative things in this game. It doesn't take long to create something that looks, as messy as this looks, it's semi-functional, really. So we have now begun analysis. So we need to expand our museum onto this new plot, which we did unlock, but we haven't built it yet. Now we're going to analyze a prehistory exhibit. So looking here, sorted by prehistory, we can now start immediately putting stuff in here. So that goes in and will be analysed by our experts. And it will not take us long. We will unlock a ton of new knowledge, and then we can just reassess what we need to do to further this. So let's build a new building. It doesn't have to be anything big. It's just so that I can say we've expanded. That knocks that out. Then we'll immediately sell that building because we don't really need it. So for now, we're looking pretty good. We are full in here, though. There's not really anywhere else we can go, but let's have a quick look, because I totally forgot I'd done this. We've got some people here who can help us out. Ooh, Manta Windmill. That is actually perfect. So Manta Windmill is our new staff member. Then we can head off on an expedition, and we're going to go right over there to the bone bank. So let's set this up. So we're going to take Manta Windmill. We're also going to take, now, to avoid an injury here, we do actually need to take Luna or Audrey, somebody who has the rapid restoration perk. Now, we don't want to get lost in the sea caves or have a hull breach. So because we are looking for stuff, we're going to take that to remove the injury risk. We're going to go up to 55% and start our expedition. Now, does our workshop have any new stuff? So there we go. The Smack A Vole exhibit has been deconstructed, and as we learn more about exhibits within a theme, we'll increase that theme's enlightenment. Achieving enlightenment in all of our themes will be crucial to unlocking new locations and decorative items. Conducting analysis does more than increase our knowledge and enlightenment, it also rewards you with perks. Perks can be installed on exhibits and items to give them a permanent, curated boost. Install a perk by selecting an exhibit and navigating to the perk tab, and then a janitor will come and install it. So we've got a buzz boost perk there. The workshop, if we have a look, we don't have anything other than the tropical nets and stuff, so we can't do anything in the workshop at this moment in time. We do, however, have that expedition up and running, and we can place our first perk. So I'm going to take the Sharpontops Skeleton here. Because that's a high value item, we're going to activate a buzz boost perk on that. We're then going to go to our Bouldadillo, which can also have a perk on it, and we're going to add the entertainment boost to that one. And then over here at the ambered egg, we're going to then add in a decay reduction. I mean, they don't necessarily need to have those one-ons, really. You kind of need to be maxing out buzz and all of that sort of stuff. So we need to reach enlightenment level 2 in prehistory and install 2 perks. We're already going to install 2 perks. We've got to display a total of 1,727 buzz and reach enlightenment level 2 in prehistory. So there's more deconstruction to be done. Let's go. Star fossil. They're the next ones, and then you can see here we've reached enlightenment level 2, so we've unlocked the wooden torch. Now we do know for some buzz boosts we needed this one, the prehistory dragonfly, and we also needed, if we can find it, a cave painting of some description. The family portrait. There it is, the cave family diorama, which we need to get to level 50 in enlightenment on prehistory. But it shouldn't take us long to deconstruct this sort of stuff. If we have a look, I wonder if any of our staff members are good at that sort of stuff, like deconstruction. Maybe there's a new perk that we have yet to unlock. So what's in this crate? An exterrogator skeleton. Now, we did need that in our marine life, so we're going to send that anyway. We've got the dirt floor unlocked as well. Excellent. Right, so let's, again, another expedition. We're going to go back to the bone bank, and we are going to take Manta Windmill, and we will also take our... Let's take Audrey. And again, we'll make it detailed. We'll give them a first aid kit to remove that injury. We've removed the slow sailing event as well. And all we need to do is get like a combined level of 8 to then remove the Lost in the Sea Caves one. So that is great. So the star fossil's now being deconstructed, and we've got a perk for that. We can then go again. We're going to get rid of the honeyed bee this time, placing that in there. And you can see how quick we're going to be able to start boosting these things. We can't upgrade anything yet, which is a shame. But our buzz as well, looking at that, how do we then get that up? We're going to have to put in some new exhibits, but we don't have exhibits to put in right now. Once the exterrogator is done, that, I guess we can probably fit that in there. Let's just put it in. Now, it will fit on a length like that. So we'll place that in. It needs to be near a hanging jelly. Probably because it is prehistory, but also it was a underwater creature, I would imagine. So we need to put a hanging jelly in here. Let's find that. Place that down here. Like that. There we go. Right, it's got its buzz boost, but it still needs to be placed and pieced together. So if we have a look at what that does for our buzz, we're at 1,534 buzz at the moment. We do also, actually, our workshop can do some stuff. Our workshop can begin, where else? What else do we need to do? We can get the sound stage in here. The honeyed bee is being deconstructed, so that's great. We can start the project there. Then we can move on and get rid of another disc fossil. So this one will actually max out the knowledge for that area. We've got an exhibit here, the olive statue, so we'll place that down. Let's put it right there. And having a look, it hates litter. That is a problem. And there's a lot of litter around there. Why is there so much litter in that machine? Has it exploded or something? What is going on? Where are my engineers? Where are my janitors? And look at all of these guys. Is there someone we can take there? Analytical. Analytical and has the survey boost. Okay, that could be one that we consider. And another exterrogator skeleton. Perfect. Okay, this isn't good. Where are my janitors? Let's bring in Kendall Pugwash to start cleaning up all of that litter. And our buzz is 1,595, so we can now place this sound stage. And I'm actually going to put the sound stage over here, because there is a bit of space that we can squeeze it in that location. Not really anywhere we can put it here by the looks of things, I don't think. We could put it out here, but then it's not actually interacting with anything. We could put it in front of the tours. Let's do that. There we go. That's in. It has its maximum buzz. And we are at 1,630. Perfect. Then, if we have a look back down here, we are almost finished analysing that next exhibit. So we'll put the shell phone in now. That is done. In goes the shell phone, claiming more items. You can see here, we're at level 4 Enlightenment now, which is perfect. We're doing very, very well. Now, I need to sort this out because this is frustrating me to no end. So we'll pick up that safety poster. We'll place it back down. There we go. Right. Okay, 1,630 buzz. What else have we got? What else can we attach, like traits and stuff to? Let's have a look. Let's put the dust deterrent on the honeyed bee. And then our bandage box here can actually get a perk as well. So we're going to give our bandage box bandage bogs. That's nice. And then we'll add in the dust deterrent and stuff to stop these decaying quickly. 1,630 total buzz. I don't think this is going to take us that long to get this done. And then maybe we'll unlock some more stuff in terms of like, not the research, but being able to create things in the workshop. Because what I want to create is the survey scanners. There's the prehistory dragonfly. That is exactly what I was hoping for, because once we get that unlocked, we can place that down in the prehistory area that needed that dragonfly for the maximum buzz boost. So looking at the, where is it? There it is. This prehistory dragonfly needs to go in here to max out the buzz in that location. So if we have a look here, it wanted to be near the prehistory dragonfly, as did that. They are now maxed out, which means our buzz is now 1,640. So we are very, very close now. Then we'll get another star fossil here. We'll place that in here, and that will max out the knowledge on that. So if we have a quick look, let's just have a look at, I think it was the disc fossil. You can see there, we're 2 of 3 on the disc fossil. We are 2 of 3 on the star fossil. Obviously, we haven't done any of them yet. We did do an ambered honeyed bee. We got 2 out of 2 on that one now. So the one honeyed bee that we do have, I think we've got one left in here. We can actually sell that for 5,500. Done. Nice. We've got no more honeyed bees, I don't think. Yeah, okay. We also do pick up a Roderick bust. This was a reward, and it does need to go near a donation stand. So we can actually place the Roderick bust in this location as well to try and drive some people into this part of the museum. We're also going to need to adjust a tour. Actually, I'm going to put the Roderick bust in here in this frozen area. So we'll place that. Needs to be near a donation stand. So let's put the Roderick bust right here, in front of that space there. Perfect. And that gets our max in there. It needs to be near a donation stand. So with the donation stand isn't quite close enough. So we'll put another one in right here. So our current route through the Bone Belt, it's a straight shot to Bigfoot Gardens, home to some intriguingly feisty fauna, but standing in our way is the last woods, and for that we're going to need a botany expert. You can find the exact expert you need without waiting for the right applicant by putting out a job ad in the hiring menu. So we've unlocked more stuff there. We do need to put a job advert for a botany expert. So we are going to do that now. Advertise a new job for botany. We're going to take 3 applicants and we'll see what we get. Excellent. Then, more stuff to deconstruct. The Helix Fossil is next. In you go. And we are getting loads of perks. Now, a collector wants to take on our Old Smack A Vole. He's offering 17,250. I'm going to just have a look. Do I have another one of those items? And is it pristine? Let's see. That one's only great. That one is epic. And that one is pristine. So we are going to accept that offer. Then we can put our other pristine Smack A Vole back in straight away. Didn't have any perks attached to it, so the fact that it's going isn't actually a great loss to us. So once he arrives, I'll just place it there. Then, yeah, I know it's unreachable, don't worry. I'm waiting for this guy to come and pick up his exhibit, and then it will be reachable for guests. So just don't you panic. I know what I'm doing. Right, so we needed to hire a botany expert. And what have we got? We've got, oh God, half-wit. That's a shame. Rapid restoration and a workhorse, bookworm and a fly tipper. Well, I guess we'll go with you. You have been hired. Then we can move this exhibit into the museum. And we also do, because of that, we need to adjust this training, this tour. So we'll add that on. Hang on. Tour setup. We're going to add that in and confirm it. Okay, good. So we need to clear the obstruction at Last Woods. We're going to do that not yet, because what I want to do is I want to head off on another expedition to the Bone Bank. We are going to take our marine life expert and we are going to take Lunar Lurker. We're then going to add in the first aid kit and make it detailed. That is underway. And we get more boosts because of this. Great stuff. Right, I'm going to go ahead and finish these expeditions, so I will see you next in a moment when we get done. All right, so we have now deconstructed and analysed everything we had in our inventory, and we've also done a few more expeditions just to finish everything off. So if we go to our exhibit list now, you will notice all of our knowledge is maxed out, apart from the one thing, which is the lanternfish fossil, which we don't have access to in terms of getting our unlock on that. So we can't actually find any more of them out in the map at the moment, so our expeditions aren't going to bring any more knowledge in. We have maxed out, so that is great. The other thing we've unlocked is, if we go to our expedition map, we have 2 new locations. So for reaching Enlightenment level 5 in prehistory, we have unlocked the Spoony Dunes, which give us 2 prehistory mysteries and a fossil. So we can unlock that, and that then unlocks Withering Lair, which we need a drill for, so we can't actually access that. We've also got the Primordial Soup Kitchen, which we can unlock. So this is a experience for experts of a particular theme, so we can send our staff on expeditions to XP points of interest to increase their rank quickly. So going to the Primordial Soup Kitchen, we can just send a staff member there, and that will give them training. It costs $25,000 though, so it does cost a fair bit. But we also have Must End unlocked here, where if we display 4 different complete dinosaur bones, we can unlock that. So that is now unlocked as well, and that gives us access to 2 more sets of dinosaur bones. And then we have the Temple of the Blobs, which we need to unlock by admitting Wetlandian guests. So we have 3 new locations already. Well, 4 really. Spoony Dunes, the Withering Lair, which we can't unlock, but Spoony Dunes, we've got Must End, and we've got the Primordial Soup Kitchen. Obviously, that just gives us experience, but we do have 2 sets of dinosaur bones there, and then 3 sets of prehistory related things to unlock there. So that's really, really good. So next episode, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be heading there and doing those, and then eventually we will go to Last Woods, which is the botany based one. We need to clear that point of interest to progress further through this level, but we have all of those things unlocked. Next episode then, we are going to start building in this area here. So let's go to our photo mode. I hope you've enjoyed it. We have now unlocked all of our research that we can currently get, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.